Well, firstly, a very warm welcome to our colleagues and friends in the sort of charitable and support community of Marlborough, also to the tenants of Youell House, to our trustees in particular, to Ralph Ballinger, Prue Wisheart, Kelvin Thompson is here, Ian Welsh is here, Vern Asen is overseas and sends an apology, as does his wife Kay. Colleen Saunders, who was our vital link to the community needs, has since transferred now to Auckland and has decided, it's hard to believe, but she's decided to stay there. So we think of Colleen at this stage, who was also part of this process. So the trustees, apart from myself, Ralph, Ian, Prue and Kelvin are here. Colleen Saunders isn't able to be here. Rose Pelvin, our long-standing secretary, is with us as well. And a special welcome to Michael and Peggy Powell, who travelled from Wellington. Michael in particular was a trustee at the onset of the Blenheim Trust all those years ago in, I think, 1979. He was selling real estate in those days, and I see he's teamed up with the odd builder and real estate person here already this afternoon, so the links continue on. And we also think of former trustees who are unable to attend. Barry Bryden, for instance, is in a rest home here. Jeff Malthus was a trustee for a long time and has since passed away. A particularly warm welcome to His Worship, the Mayor of Marlborough, Alistair Soman, who seems to be able to attend almost everything he gets asked to do. Thank you, Alistair. We're grateful to have you here. And of course, our best wishes and very special thoughts go to Alf and Val in Coventry, in England. Alf is now well into his 90s. He's past the midpoint of his 90s. He still seems to be in quite remarkable health. He recently had a hernia operation, which was conducted by someone called a high-risk surgeon, which is not the sort of person you want to have doing your surgery, but this guy's obviously very experienced, and I'm pleased to say that Alf has come through all that with flying colours, which says a great deal for him. They would have loved to have been here, but obviously are not able to. But they do have a message for us all, and they asked, because of their long connection with the Wisharts, they asked if Prue Wisheart would read a prepared message for them. So if Prue wouldn't mind stepping forward to do that, thank you.
We are with you in spirit and celebrating today because a 12-year-old Alf drew plans and dreamed dreams of being a sheep farmer in New Zealand, inspired by wonderful pictures of New Zealand lamb grazing in the beautiful Canterbury countryside. A few years later, Alf decided he would like to learn more about the Kiwis, who excelled us at most sports, came to our rescue in great numbers for such a small population in 2 world wars, and he invited Valerie to share in his dream and his life. Pat and Ralph Ballinger were responsible for our first visit to Blenheim. We were fortunate to meet them in England, and typically they invited us to stay with them here on our honeymoon. In Blenheim, we found an incredible community spirit, a plethora of sports and social clubs, and a wonderful, friendly and kind people, all creating such a beautiful ambience that we were unwilling to leave. Absolutely the best place in which to enjoy our honeymoon. Our second visit saw us house-sitting for Loris and Merv Wisheart, deciding to build our own home in Blenheim and determined to do something which would enable us to be more involved in this lovely place. Thus we decided to form a trust, for which the property on which this magnificent building stands was the first purchase. One of us thought it was not a particularly good buy, but what would a bookkeeper know? The man with a lifetime of building and development knowledge knew that one day this site, so close to town, would be developed, although never dreamt that the developers would be the Blenheim Trust. And so today we're also celebrating because of Michael Powell, who took us out on several occasions and from whose business we bought this property nearly 28 years ago for $111,744.
Less commission.
You'll buy it? The trust was formed with our friends Pat and Ralph Ballinger, June and Barry Bryden, Mervyn Wisheart and Michael Powell, soon followed by Joe Wallace, Jeff Malthus, Kelvin Thompson, Colleen Saunders and Ian Welsh. We undertake this opportunity to thank them all, and also Rose Pilvin for undertaking all the secretarial work. We also acknowledge the input of Vern Asen, who joined later and brought his expertise to the Board of Trustees. The Blenheim Trust is in a financially strong position today, thanks to the many years of expert voluntary work by all the trustees. We thank Prue Wisheart for joining the board more recently. The completion and occupation of this Drama on the Skyline building will enable the Trust to generate greater income and so donate still more to help people in Blenheim and District. Joe, Kelvin and Vern are to be congratulated for all they have done to bring this about. Our thanks also to the contractors and others involved in the project for their great craftsmanship and skilled work. We give special thanks for Merv Wishart's years of expert guidance as chairman of the Trust from the 16th of May 1979 until his death in 2003, and are so pleased that his daughter Prue is providing continuity from the Wisheart family. We feel this day provides an opportunity for all present to pay tribute to Merv and Loris for their extensive and outstanding community service to Blenheim and Marlborough. In closing, we again give thanks to the Ballingers for inviting us to Blenheim, and to all those people we met whose reception convinced us what a very special place Blenheim is. We have both received such joy over the last 28 years, knowing that we've played a small part in improving the lives of some of her citizens, with a very big help from all the trustees of the Blenheim Trust. With every good wish to you all, Valerie and Alf.